Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Life Podcast. I'm Leah Klinke.
And I'm Kate Phillips, and we're so excited to be here today for episode 17. And we have a special guest that we cannot wait for you guys to hear from today. But first, Leah, why don't you tell us about your games the past week? You guys played Duke, and then you guys played Stanford in the ACC tournament.
Yes, so crazy week for us. Overall, it was a great week though. So we traveled to North Carolina on Wednesday, where the ACC tournament was. So we got to bye the first round. So we were straight into the semifinals, which was nice, except for the fact that we had to play Duke, who's obviously a great team. So we played Duke, and we ended up beating them, uh, which was a great win for us. So that was great. The game overall, exhausting.
Yeah.
Duke was very good, so we were just running, trying to press them. But we ended up with the win, so we were so happy after that. So proud of my team. We had a whole like dance party in the locker room after. It was so much fun. Definitely like a core memory. And
How late did
then
you guys score that, what was it, the third goal or something? How late was that goal? It was like pretty late into the game, right? You guys, because
yes.
I was watching and was like, oh gosh, they're probably
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get
yeah,
it
yeah,
might
yeah.
go into
There was
overtime.
there was like 2 or 3 minutes left in the game, I think. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was at the perfect timing. So that was like goal to win. Um, yeah, perfect timing. 3 minutes left. And then so after that, we were just launching it down the field. And we ended up winning. So yeah, just a great overall performance, great fight from my team. I think we're kind of known now as a team that's never gonna give up. Like we've been down in multiple games now against very good teams, and we never stop fighting. We come back. So I think that's just a testament to our determination and just like will to win and believe and like never give up. So that was great. And then we stayed in North Carolina over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then ACC championship was Sunday. We played
Mhm.
Stanford. Um, Honestly, a great game. Like such a good matchup. They're they were number one seed in the ACC tournament. We were number two seed. They're one seed overall in the nation. We were two seed overall in the nation. So just like such a good game to watch. Tons of fans there. We were down 0-2, and I can't even remember. Like the middle of the second half, maybe we scored our first goal, and
Mhm.
then we scored another goal later on to send it into overtime. So then we were tied going into overtime. It was great. We had so much momentum in our favor, I feel like, at this point. Um, Overtime, honestly, like after playing a hard game on Thursday for both of us, like both of our teams were just so exhausted. So
Yeah.
we were just trying to last in the overtime. Like I remember just like every time I'd kick a ball more than like 10 yards, my quad would cramp up. So I'm sure that's how everyone was too. I would like take a step and I would feel like my calf cramp up too. Crazy. Anyways, I would like run over to the bench like every like chance I could get and I would take like a bunch of electrolytes and stuff. I was like, "Oh my gosh." Everyone was like dying on the field. Not actually, but like everyone was so tired. Just because we gave it our all. And it was still tied after 2 periods of overtime, 2-2. So unfortunately, that means we had to go into penalties, and we were tied 4-4 after the first five takers, and then unfortunately, we ended up losing in penalties to Stanford. Um, so credit to them for that. I mean, it was just like such a fun, like gritty, like determined game. It was like just a great matchup and super fun. Like the hardest game I think I've ever played in. Um, but like such a great matchup. I'm sure that was like fun for the fans and everyone to watch. There's a lot of people in the stadium. I'm sure like a lot of people watching back at home, but I mean, credit to them. They're a great team. Um, it was a good matchup. So hopefully we'll see them in the NCAA tournament because we need our revenge. But great team. I mean, they got the trophy, so good for them. But yeah, now it's just time to move on and get ready for the NCAA tournament. So we both, us and Stanford, we're on different sides of the bracket, but we're both like one seeds, so that'll be great. So we could see them in the Final Four if we both were to make it that far. But I mean, my team is obviously we were like kind of sad that we lost, but like there's nothing to regret or be like mad about because we gave it our all and like after that game I was like, wow, I'm like just so proud of my team and like how we fought. Especially to come back from being down 0-2 and tie it up to send it in overtime. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're ready to play. This week, we are matched up against University of Illinois Chicago. So that'll be our first round game on Saturday. So all eyes on that, and
Home
we're
game?
excited for that.
It's a home game, right?
Yeah, it's home.
Yay.
Yes.
Maybe in the snow.
Yeah. It's snowing here right now. It's like 20 degrees snowing. We immediately, well, it's crazy because we're in North Carolina. Also, the game, 76 degrees outside. So it's like burning hot. Then we
Hmm.
get on a plane, fly back to Notre Dame, and it's snowing outside. We land in like a bunch of snow, 6 inches of snow on the ground. We're like,
That's
oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Yeah.
Um, so that welcomed us back, I guess. And today it's been snowing like all day. So
Snow day.
exciting, I guess. Yeah. But it is nice to like host. As a one seed, it's nice. Like if we were to keep winning, we would host all the way up until the College Cup. So a possibility of like 4 games we would host.
Nice.
Um, and we'd have like no away games if we were to keep winning. So that is definitely a plus about being a one seed or a top seed is that if any team that comes to us, like I think there's probably a bunch of teams on our side of the bracket that aren't even used to the cold. So if they have to come and like play in the cold, then
Hmm.
like great, that's an advantage for us.
It
But
is.
as long as we get all the snow off our field, there's like a foot of snow on the field right
I
now.
bet they're used to it. Your guys' ground people. Like,
Yeah, yeah. They're gonna have to definitely
always.
start shoveling it, I guess. Crazy. Um,
And you took the first PK. We talked about them. I was
yes,
so
I
funny.
did.
My mom, she's definitely listening to this, but she was like texting me and she was like, "She Leah's taking the first penalty."
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet.
And you made it.
Yeah,
Great then.
thanks. Yeah, yeah, I did take the first penalty and I made it, so
Yeah.
that was good. Yeah.
Good
I
job for
think,
your
yeah. Penalty kicks are like weird. It's like all mental. And it's just like a weird way to end the game. Like it doesn't account to like how good the team is at all. It's just
Mhm.
like a way to end it. I don't know. It's like weird to me. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about them.
A lot of it too is like, I don't know, some coaches do it differently. Like, at least for college, like, even if you're on the bench, you can still take a penalty. Like, you don't have to be on the field.
Hmm.
Like, for professional penalties, like World Cup and stuff, like, they have to be on the field to take the penalty. But for college, like, anybody can take it. So it's just like some teams, like, they'll take off their starters. Like, you're going into penalties, take your starters off, give them a break, and then, like,
Hmm.
get them ready. But, like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's all mental. Like to that point, it's like, have you practiced it enough? And are you in a good mindset to go out and take it?
Hmm.
Like
Right. Yeah. No,
goalkeeper,
that is,
can you get there?
yeah, that is like interesting. I never even thought about that, but yeah, I mean, that does make sense because we had some, yeah, it's like you pick 10 people to go out there. And
Yeah.
yeah, some of our players were not we're not on the field at the time that we're gonna take the kicks. But yeah, it's crazy. You definitely right before we took or after the second round of overtime, I was so nervous that when I was running up for my PK, I was like, my calf's gonna cramp. So I like took a bunch of like electrolytes like right before I took the PK. I was like, I cannot cramp on my way to run up to take the penalty.
That'd be crazy.
I know, yeah, and I didn't. So, I mean, I wasn't even like thinking about that obviously when I was going up to take it, but I was like, I just need to make sure that I'm not gonna cramp. So I need some electrolytes. Um, anyways, yeah, so that was a crazy game. There's also so many other crazy conference championship
Yeah.
games yesterday or Sunday.
Mhm.
Um, and a lot that went into overtime too. I know that Vanderbilt beat LSU in penalty kicks, so that was a crazy game.
You couldn't watch that game, could you? I don't know if you did.
I watched like part of the end of it
Okay.
after ours.
It was like LSU is like, okay, we played them and like offensively, like they are just on you the whole game. Like they just have such good offensive players and like they just know where each other are throughout the entire game. All these girls also are like 6 foot. Like they're
Oh
a tall.
wow.
Like it's
Oh
crazy. Like
wow.
all their forwards are just like tall girls, like big tall girls. But they're just been like on teams. Like they're on like I guess they just lost past game, but they were on like a crazy winning streak for like the past couple of whatever SEC games. But yeah, they were just on Vanderbilt, who's like a team that like usually like they don't, I don't know, usually they have the ball and they're very possession based team.
Mhm.
And like it wasn't like that. Like LSU was just like handing it to them for a while. And
Yeah.
then unfortunately, like LSU's goalkeeper and one of their defenders kind of had like a fluke. I don't know if you saw their goal.
I
Vanderbilt.
didn't. I wasn't able to
Like the
see that.
goalie for LSU like came out and like had called for it to like catch it, and then
Mhm.
her and one of her defenders like collided, and so and
Oh
then when they
shoot.
collided, like she dropped the ball and like they
Mhm.
scored, and then like watching it, you're like, oh, maybe that was like a card, like that wasn't probably maybe it gotten called back, and their coach was like screaming, the LSU coach was like screaming the whole time. She's like, that's like. And then they put it back, and it's like her and her defender just running straight into each other. It's like so unfortunate.
Oh
They're the
gosh.
part, and their coach ended up getting a card for it. It was like not stopping. But yeah,
Oh
the
gosh.
game was interesting. And then overtime, when they went into overtime, like it was just like it's never good soccer in overtime. Like everybody's
Yeah.
tired, like just not, yeah, not great. But
Mhm.
then Vanderbilt's goalkeeper, they had some great penalties too. Like I like don't think anybody missed. I think it was like goalkeeper saving them. But they almost went into like where it's just like sudden death between the two goalkeepers. I think it
Really?
got to
Oh
like
wow.
9 takers,
Oh
like
wow.
one more field player, and then I think it was like the goalkeepers. And
Wow.
yeah, their goalie, Vanderbilt's goalie, she like made some great saves.
Yeah.
Going like side to side in the goal. She was she was
Really?
going like like before she was like going side to side and then was like screaming at the she was like yelling at the LSU players as they were like coming up and the ref told her she had to like stop. But I mean,
Really?
it's
Oh
a way to
wow.
like
She was trying to
get
get in their
in the head.
heads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way to get in
Oh
the
wow.
head.
Yeah.
But I mean, it worked, I guess. Uh,
Yeah.
it's just kind of
Wow.
interesting, but
Yeah, that is interesting. Interesting strategy.
yeah. I mean, good way to do it, but
Yeah.
I
Whatever
mean, I
works.
saw like during your guys' game, the Burkle had the Stanford goalkeeper, she had I mean, like some goalkeepers they'll have like list of like where people are gonna shoot, but it's like I don't know. People can change
Yeah.
it. Doesn't really matter that much, but it's like
Yeah.
there's strategy in it, but
Hmm.
it's like
Yeah.
do you go with it or not?
Yeah. No, there is. And like I feel like people, well, first off, like I feel like on our team at least, like we've had maybe two people who've taken mainly the penalties that we've gotten this season, but the rest, like, so I mean, and at least five are taking a kick. So it's like you actually have no idea where they're going. And then the people who do take all our PKs, it's like they know like this keeper probably knows where I've gone most times. So it's like,
Yeah,
am I gonna keep it the same? Am I gonna change? And then
yeah,
the keeper's probably thinking, oh, she probably knows that I know where she's gonna go. Like, so it's kind of just like a mind game, and you
it really
just
is.
gotta
Yeah.
pick one way and go with it, like both the keeper and the player, I feel like.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game, yeah, was really good. And then Washington beat Michigan State
Hmm.
in penalties. And then like I didn't watch that game, but if you're, I don't know anything about the soccer world, you've probably seen that Washington's goalkeeper unfortunately passed away this
Hmm.
past week from cancer, and she was like fighting with the cancer for the past like year. Um, and so that was like really, I mean, awesome for them to win the Big Ten.
Yeah, for sure.
It
Just
was
to,
so cool to see.
yeah, just to do it in honor of her. I mean, that team's definitely hurting. I feel like all the soccer teams are hurting right now. A bunch of we had a bunch of us wore like orange ribbon to like signify her cancer and just to honor her like throughout our game, and then their game of course like just so sad, but then also like they definitely did that for her and they know that she's watching over them as they're playing that game. So I bet that was great for them to win, but also just like so hard to play like under those circumstances at that time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is. I mean, it's awesome for them. I don't even know. I know they were hurting, and
Hmm.
yeah, you pulled.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Really, really cool to see.
Yeah. So sad, but they have a bigger purpose to play for now. And I feel like everyone too, like when
Hmm.
something like this happens, like it's not like Washington is hurting, but everyone comes together and is trying to uplift each other and just help everyone through this and like just show respect
Yeah.
for her and for her family and all their teams. So definitely my prayers go out to her family and their team and everyone else involved for sure.
Um, so what will your guys' week kind of look like? You play, what day do you guys play on?
So we play Saturday. So how the first round works is I think the host team gets to choose whether they play Friday, Saturday, or Sunday this upcoming week. So we're playing Saturday at 6 p.m. Um, first, this is how our week looks like. First, we just played on Sunday. So Monday and Tuesday are off days this week. Thank goodness. Um, to put it into perspective for like, I guess viewers who don't know this, like yesterday in the overtime game, I ran 10.8 miles. And like that's how it is for like
Great.
insane. My position I run a lot, but it's like everyone like on the field if you're playing significant amount of minutes, like you run so much. And
Hmm.
then for Thursday, like a 90-minute game is like 9 point something miles. Like it's like crazy how much soccer players run in college. So definitely need to rest and eat and drink a lot of water and just recover because my body's definitely feeling it. And then we're gonna just have practice and a lift on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday we'll just practice and then we'll play Saturday. So, but definitely, especially like now this is kind of a new chapter, like ACCs are done, like so it's time to rest and get our minds back to start over to go on a long NCAA run, hopefully.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
exciting. Yeah, recovery right now is probably like so important for you guys. Especially like having to go into overtime is, yeah, can be really rough. But that's nice that you guys almost have like, I mean, a full week um
Hmm.
to kind
Yeah,
of to go ahead and get prepared for your next game.
yeah. For sure, for sure. One thing that's really interesting for teams is that it would be good, or although it's good to like do really well in your conference championship game or like make it far in your conference tournament, it's such a quick turnaround from like Sunday to maybe NCAA start on Friday for some people. So that's such a quick turnaround. But for other teams who maybe didn't do as well in conference, got knocked out, but are still in the NCAA tournament, kind of benefits them because it's later in the season, like everyone is tired, like people are starting to get like burnout almost. So it's almost nicer to have, or not nicer, obviously you'd want to still play in your conference championship and stuff, but it is nice to just also have a week or two to rest, recover, and then get ready to make a long run in the NCAA tournament. Specifically, I'm thinking a team like UNC. Like they're in the NCAA tournament. They didn't even make the ACC tournament. So I think that means their last game was like a week or two ago. I think probably
Mm.
like 12 or 14 days ago. Until their first game in the NCAA tournament. And they're a team they're so good still. So and they've had time to recover now and relax. So they could definitely make a big run and they're gonna be fresh and ready to go. Especially they're probably upset that they didn't make it. Far in ACC, so they've got something to prove. But teams like that are going to be definitely like got to be on the lookout for them.
Yeah. Well, they also get like, I mean, if you've not had a good season like a UNC up until that point, is like you have like 2 weeks is a great time to have like a mental reset completely as a team and be like,
Hmm.
I mean, I assume like you're definitely having team meetings. Seniors are like, these are our last games. Like, if we do get a chance at the tournament, like we have to take full advantage of this. And
Hmm.
they've had experience like doing really well in the tournament. I mean, they always do well in the tournament. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know. You have to look out for teams like that that haven't like,
Yeah.
I mean, they've had a break and that's
Hmm.
huge, like
Yes,
for your
huge. Yeah.
body.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's so exciting now that it's tournament time. Anything can happen. Any team can win on any given day. I'm excited for it to all get started, but it's crazy that season's almost over.
Is.
Mhm.
Well, today we also have a really exciting guest, so we can't wait for you guys to hear from her and get her on.
Yes, we can't wait. Let's bring her on.
Hi guys, today we have Kenzie Roling with us. She is a forward slash midfielder on the Iowa women's soccer team. Kenzie is a grad student from Waverly, Iowa, and has been a key player for the Hawkeyes throughout her career. This season, she continued to be a consistent contributor with 3 goals and starting regularly for Iowa. Off the field, Kenzie is a CSC Academic All-American and is majoring in business. She's an amazing player in person, and we're so excited to have her on today. So, Kenzie, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and then your journey to Iowa?
Yeah, so my name is Kenzie, like she said. I'm from small town like Waverly, Iowa. I always was like, I want to get out of Iowa for a little bit, and then I ended up here anyways. Like I just love everything about the university and all the people that comes with it. So after a very long recruiting process, I ended up here anyways, and I'm so thankful that I did. I've had so many like memories and grown so much here.
What has your journey been like coming to Iowa, and then what made you decide to stay for your graduate year?
Yeah, so I originally got recruited by Iowa in 8th grade, and then there was like all these crazy rule changes. So I like took a ton of visits and a ton of other places, and I was really trying to go anywhere but Iowa just because I'm from here and wanted something different. And every time I came back here, I was like, this is my home. I know I'm gonna be here. I loved the people, and it's far away enough from home. It's like an hour and a half that it's like the perfect distance where I can like still go see my family if I need to, but also be like farther enough away not to have like a sleepover with my mom every night. So it was perfect. And I mean, I've loved it. I committed, I think, my sophomore year of high school. And then there was like a ton of other rule changes, but there was no other place I was going to be like my last year. I kind of thought about it and I was like, it would be really cool to go somewhere else, get like a different experience. But this program has just given so much to me, and I have such a great relationship with the coaching staff, and they know who I am as a person and a player. And so it was kind of a no brainer for me.
Hmm. We saw that immediately once you got to Iowa, you began to make an impact. Your freshman year, you scored 6 goals. How do you think you've grown as a player throughout your time out at Iowa?
Yeah, my first year, like that was my job. It was like just score goals, like impact the game in that way. I would say I've grown a lot like tactically as a player. I mean, the last few years, like I think our last game I played 4 different positions. So I was really helped me like become a better person, but definitely like an overall soccer player, which I think will help me possibly in the future. But I've just learned so much from all the girls around me and kind of been able to expand where I can play on the field rather than just forward.
What's been your favorite position then, like playing
Oh,
on the field? You
everyone always asks me this, and I sound like so fake, but I swear I'm not. Like, I just want to help out my team. And so, like, wherever that is in the game, like, I'm fine with it. There was one game, like, we played Wake Forest last year, and I was playing outside back, and I was like, this is so fun. So, I don't really care where I play as long as I'm playing and helping out. I think if you would have asked me a couple years ago, it would have been forward, but now I'm like, just put me wherever, like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a great mindset to have.
Took me a while.
what's different about this year's team and then your role this year compared to past seasons?
Yeah, I think in the past we've had so many like great players and leaders that my main focus has kind of just been like playing. And this year it's shifted a little bit to being like a captain and on the leadership council. And so trying to balance like being consistent myself as like a player in person and also balancing like my identity outside of soccer. I've had to spend more time on this year just because there's so many more obligations, which I'm so lucky to have those obligations. So I think using like leadership from before and also adding to that. But this year's team is a little younger than a lot of the other teams I've been a part of. So but I would say, like, our freshman class is amazing. I mean, we don't have to worry about them at all. They're always doing everything they can and everything right, and, I mean, they've been huge for us, and they've honestly just added to the culture we already had.
Hmm. That's great. What has been your favorite memory from Iowa so far?
So easy. I think winning Big Tens, easy. It was my junior year. It was an unforgettable feeling. We were the 8th seed in the tournament, like, we didn't even have a bid to the NCAAs at that point, and we got in and we ended up winning all of our games and just like having everyone there and the flight home, like such an unbelievable feeling. It gives me the chills even talking about it.
What are your goals for the rest of the season? Obviously, you guys made the NCAA tournament, but what are your goals for the rest of the season individually and then as a team?
Yeah, I think individually just leaving an impact on everyone that's here and like giving the younger girls something to play for. I think our senior class is huge and like being a part of that is so special and giving them something to play for is like super great, but also leaving them with something like they can remember me by in a positive way, whether it's like as a player or a person. And I just kind of want to play my best, like give it all. I mean, this is kind of the last go. So as a team, I think one of our goals that we've always said is Elite Eight. So we're hoping for that. We honestly, losing first round of Big Tens was brutal emotionally, but we had a lot of things to work on. So I'm really excited for those to like come into play and help us win a ton of games in the NCAAs.
Hmm. I really like how you mentioned like leaving an impact not only like as a player, but just as a person too on your teammates. I think that's like really important that it's more than just about the game. It's more than just
Yeah.
like it's like your family, your team's your family, like your best friends, and like you want to help those around you. Um, Kind of going back to the NCAA tournament. So you guys are a number 5 seed, correct?
Yes.
What is y'all's kind of mindset heading into postseason?
We're just excited. I mean, we haven't played and it feels like forever. It's only been like a week and a half or two, but I think those games really showed us that we just can't take anything for granted. And so we're definitely going in with that mindset, but also just getting back to like I was not like a pretty soccer team. Everyone knows it. Like we're gritty, gonna try to outwork you. And I think we found that again this week, and that's kind of what we're going for.
Yeah. You said you guys didn't play for a week. Kind of, I guess, what did that look like? Like, I don't know, it's such an awkward time frame.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think some girls that like might have needed recovery time took that as recovery time, and then for other of us, it was just kind of we got an opportunity to like play like 7v7s and 11s, which like I'm sure as you guys know, you don't get to do that much with your team. So that was actually really fun and just kind of doing that, but also focusing on like minor details and like showing everyone that we're still fighting for each other. So lots of 11v11s, lots of running.
We saw that you scored a goal in the NCAA tournament against number 12 Georgia in 2023. What was that experience like? And then what did you learn from playing in like kind of that environment?
Gosh, I don't even remember scoring a goal in that game. But I do remember like the experience and being somewhere warm was great because it's freezing here right now. But I mean, that game didn't go as planned. So like the heartbreak after was terrible, but it was like so great to be out there and like work hard with my teammates and end on a note that was somewhat positive. I mean, we wanted to go farther and I think that's something we can take with us like to this year because there's been so many moments where we're so close. And I think we can do it this year, but I don't remember scoring the goal. I don't know why. I don't but I'm sure it felt amazing. I'm sure I was just like, okay, let's go score another because we were down. But
Mhm. Um, What do you do, or how do you balance like being a student with an athlete? How do you balance like academics, especially as a grad student?
Yeah, so my story is a little different because originally I was going to graduate early. So I was done with all of my classes way ahead of time, and then I had an injury. So this year's been like a super great transition for me because I'm doing an internship as like my class for grad school with soccer, which has been super great because it's like I get to work and play soccer, which are like two great things, get paid, play soccer. In the past, I think just balancing out like creating schedules and time management, but also something that's like super important for me is like having time with my friends or like just reset time, whether it's getting like a coffee or something. So just doing something like fun every day, outside of soccer has helped a lot.
Yeah. Me and Leah always talk about our obsession with coffee
Oh my
and
gosh,
we
I
think
will do
about coffee
anything.
order.
Like I will walk 2 miles on an away trip just to get a coffee. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's exactly how like half my team is.
Yes, you have to. It's like
Yeah.
Yes.
so fun too.
So fun, yeah. That's funny. You said it was cold there. Is it snowing there? It's snowing here in Indiana right now.
So it's not snowing, but it did snow the other night. We had like a team get together. It was like a gingerbread house thing and it started snowing, but it's just so like windy and rainy here.
Yeah.
It's
Ooh.
freezing.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys do you guys play at home your next game?
Yep, our first game will be at home, so it'll be chilly. I think it's like a 5 o'clock game, so it'll be freezing.
Yeah.
Just hopefully no snow. Like we don't have to shovel the field, hopefully.
And
Yeah.
who are you guys playing first round?
SDSU.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a good team. We played them first game of our first game of the season. They're a pretty good team.
Mhm. Yeah, they I feel like are very overlooked, but we always play them in the spring and it's always a good game. I mean, they work really hard and we've had a couple of transfers from there and they've all helped us so much. So it'll definitely be a good game. I mean, I feel like they all are at this point.
Right, yeah. Especially like everyone's fighting for their whole entire season. Like if you lose, you're out
Yeah.
now. So,
Exactly. I know
um,
watching the brackets today, I was like, oh my gosh, like there's gonna be a lot of crazy games.
yeah. A lot of good games to watch now.
Hmm.
Um, okay, what are your plans after college? Like what's next for you after soccer?
Yeah, I have a lot of different directions. I definitely want to try to keep playing. That's like my main goal. If not, I'll kind of just continue with what I'm doing now. So I'm a sports nutritionist for younger female athletes, and I also help with like event planning for Iowa. So I will definitely be moving out of Iowa, at least for a little bit. I'm like, I have to just try something new for a little bit. Whether that's with soccer or a job, I'm not sure.
hmm
If you could go back and tell your freshman self one thing, what would that be?
Just don't take anything for granted and like it's all going to be okay. I feel like my freshman year I was always so like stressed about everything and like was so focused on soccer that I maybe didn't get to like experience other things and I just wish I could go back and be like you're going to be okay. Like and just to have like fun with it. I think most people, I mean, at least me, like I play at my best when I'm having fun, like with my teammates or on the field. So I really wish my freshman year I would have had a little more fun and just not taken all of it for granted.
Yeah.
hmm
I think also once you get down to like, I mean, both of you are like have so many games left by based on
Yeah.
what you do. Like you're starting to like look back and be like, oh my gosh, time has flown by. Like
True. Oh
it's
my
in
gosh.
yeah.
I can't even believe it. It like makes me emotional too. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just played my last like regular season game. Like what? Stop. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's actually crazy how fast
Yeah.
it goes by.
It's insane.
Yeah, yeah. What is your favorite memory with your Iowa team off the field?
Oh gosh, there's so many. I feel like anytime we're in the locker room, it's so fun. Like I mean, this is kind of soccer related, but I remember my sophomore year when I was hurt, we like knew it was our last game. It was senior night. We were playing Nebraska and the locker room was like a full dance party and we ended up playing like amazing, but I don't even remember the score of that game. Like that environment was just so fun to like look around and be like these people are my family and like I would do anything for them and just to like have fun with all of them was like something I will literally never forget. I mean, there's so many other ones, but that one always sticks out to me.
Mhm.
You keep talking about an like injury or being out. Is that the reason you got ended up getting a fifth year or kind of
Yeah.
like what happened there?
Yeah, so before my sophomore season, I tore my MCL and my PCL. And so I tried to come back and then I ended up like tearing my quad too. So I just redshirted. So that's why I got my fifth year. And honestly, like I'm so glad I did that.
How do you think, I guess that's shaped you then as a player a little bit? Do you think
Yeah, shaped me a ton. I mean, like I said, my freshman year, I was always like stressed out and so like hyper focused on soccer, which isn't a bad thing for everyone. That just like not necessarily how I'm wired. And I think that year I got close with a lot of people that I may not have, like some of my best friends that aren't even here anymore. Like I probably wouldn't have spent as much time with because I was always in the training room with them. But also, I think it just showed me that like soccer is not who I am. It's like a part of me. And I think it was my identity for so long. And to have it like ripped away for an entire year, I kind of got to find myself and like find other things that make me happy. And also, now that I'm back on the field, I'm like so happy to be there. I mean, that's like so hard to watch your team go through all those different adversities or even like the highest of highs and being like, oh, I really wish I could be a part of that. So I think just it shaped me so much as like a person and player.
Hmm. I think it's so important, like either if you go through an injury or even like just as you get older, and I'm a senior now too, so I'm feel like I'm kind of going through this now too. It's like
Yeah.
soccer like used to be like everything and it still is everything, but it's like
Yeah.
you get to find yourself more and like because now it's like after this, it's like you're going into real life. Like it's
Yeah.
way more than just soccer. Like there's other things you have to value and that are just as important as soccer and like it doesn't make your whole identity, like you said.
Yeah. And like if you don't perform well, like you're still you. And I think
Yeah.
that's like so important. And I think
Hmm.
that's something that like younger girls learn along the way too, which is like so cool to watch.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like I always tell myself I'm like it's not that deep. Like it's just a soccer. Like
Yes.
this is fun. Like it's
Yeah.
just for fun. Like
Yeah. This
yeah.
is what you love. It's
Hmm.
fun. You're doing it with like your best friends.
Yeah.
Like you said, not that deep in that way.
Yeah. Hmm. Exactly. Thanks so much for being here today, Kenzie. We really appreciate just taking the time to talk with us. And I mean, good luck with your game this weekend.
Yes, you guys too. It was so nice to meet both of you. Good luck with everything you have going on. Hopefully, maybe I'll see you soon.
Yeah, maybe. It was really good to have Kenzie on the podcast. I think we learned a lot. She seems like such a positive, outgoing, and just fun player, and seems like a great teammate and someone who you would want as your teammate and someone you want to be around. Um, what I took away the most was that just the importance of finding yourself outside of soccer. I mean, I feel like we've talked about this before, but that's just so important, especially as you like get older and you're nearing the end of your college career. It's you finally like start to realize if you haven't already realized it that soccer is like not everything. You shouldn't put like your whole worth into soccer. You're so much more than a soccer player. So yeah, that was my biggest takeaway. Kate, what was yours?
I mine kind of was going off of that when she was talking about her injury and like learning a lot about herself. What was it? She said her sophomore year. That's
Yeah.
also like such a like her fresh she had such a great freshman year and then you come and get hurt. Like that's just a hard like transition and it seems like
Mhm.
she dealt with it really well and was able to kind of find herself as a person outside of soccer. And we said this so many times when you're doing well, like outside of soccer, academically, like socially, whatever, it translates so much onto the field. So I am kind of assuming this, but like she learned so much about herself as a person through that injury. even though it was something like she didn't want to happen and is like really unfortunate, but she was
Hmm.
able to grow so much and then even like do so well and get that fifth year. It seems like everything like worked out because like in the moment you're just like, wow, like I'm injured, like this sucks, like everything's going bad for me. But like
Hmm.
she was able to turn it around and then, I mean, do so well in later seasons. And then I mean, their team is doing so well right now. I think they'll do really well in the tournament. They're always a good team. I feel like when it comes to the Big Ten tournament or the NCAA tournament, so it'll be fun
Hmm.
to watch them play.
Yeah, for sure. I think they'll have a great run and do really well. Yeah. And yeah, like, kind of like you said, like with her injury, it's like in the moment, like you're just feeling the pain of like not being able to play, but you don't realize like in the future, like it's actually going to help you. It's going to be good for you. You're going to learn more about yourself and then also just have a chance to regroup and, I mean, start over and get back to soccer when you're healed from whatever you're going through. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's important. But I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening again to another episode of the Big Life Podcast. And we'll see you guys next week when we're going to be into the NCAA tournament already. How exciting!
Yes. So exciting. Yeah. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.